guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tiffany. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you have, welcome back. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I make videos about minimalism, anxiety, health, and working for yourself. So in today's video, I'm talking about the 10 ways that you can reduce stress and anxiety right now. I have had a lot of subscribers ask me about my anxiety and what I do to get rid of it or to help it. So I just wanted to share with you the 10 things that have worked the most for me, or have at least helped me to realize why I get anxious or find triggers for it. Hi friends, it's Tiff. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm giving you 7 ways to start reducing your stress and anxiety right now. Alright, so number 1 is that if your job is the main reason for your stress and you can get rid of it, then get rid of it. Find something else, even if it's just something super easy like working at a coffee shop or a bookstore, until you can find something a little more full-time if that's what you're looking for. I had a very stressful, high responsibility job that was stressing me out outside of work, so I would leave work and still be stressed. I wasn't sleeping well, I wasn't eating well, I just wasn't doing very well. I wasn't doing anything for myself because when I would leave work I would just be so exhausted. All I'd want to do is sit around, read, watch TV. I had no energy to do anything else, to work on anything I wanted to work on. So I was able to leave that. I found another job that was less responsibility, but it was a job that I could just go in, make money, and leave, and that significantly reduced my stress. So if that's something you can do, then I would totally recommend doing that. Alright, and number 2, I am a huge believer in you are what you eat. I think that eating healthily can make a huge difference in stress and anxiety, especially if they are maybe caused by your body because it's not happy with what you're feeding it, or it's not happy with something it's eating. And we all react differently to different foods, so something that's healthy for one person might not be healthy for you. So I would say definitely start paying attention to what you're eating and how you feel after you eat it. Do you get shortness of breath after you eat something? Do you feel lightheaded or dizzy after you eat certain foods? I get that a lot, and not just from caffeine or sugar. I get that from corn. I can sometimes get it from grains. So I'm really aware of what I'm eating and how it's making me feel. And if I am anxious or feeling nervous or something, or feeling short of breath, or having the symptoms of anxiety or a panic attack, I do try to think, what did I eat earlier, and could that be causing this problem? So obviously caffeine's a big one, sugar's a big one for most people, grains are a trigger for me, like I said, so you just have to figure out what it is for you. I drink caffeine, I don't drink it super regularly, and I don't need it really. I can do without it. I love coffee though, and I do think that caffeinated coffee definitely has a different flavor than decaf. I don't know, I'm not really, maybe I'm a coffee snob for saying that, but I think that there's a huge difference between the two flavors. So yeah, I do enjoy coffee because I love the flavor and I kind of like the morning ritual, but I don't need caffeine to wake up. I don't need caffeine to get me through the day. And as long as I'm not feeling anxious from it, I drink it. Alright, and number 3, find out what environments you feel the most comfortable and relaxed in. So if you are like me and you're an introvert, you probably feel the best when you're completely alone. If you are an extrovert, maybe being alone makes you feel anxious or makes you sad or lonely, and being around a group of people or out in public would actually help you to feel a little more calm and relaxed. So kind of start paying attention to where you feel the best. I know when I have a lot of anxiety, I just like to be alone. I typically don't watch TV or watch YouTube videos because that's kind of like a lot of noise. I won't listen to music. I will just sit and read a book, or I'll even sit and read websites or blogs, just anything to keep my mind busy but not be overstimulating or make me feel like there's so much noise or too much light or anything like that. Alright, and number 4, because this helped me so much, I have to mention it again, and that is minimalism. If you can downsize your life, declutter your life, that could help you so much, because you're just getting rid of all this extra stuff that is cluttering your mind, cluttering your space, causing you to feel either claustrophobic or just trapped sometimes. If you have a clean, clear space, you will instantly feel more calm, and you can also research colors. Like if you wanted, I like everything white because I just feel like it's clean and refreshing, but I know that there's like color psychology, and you can find colors that make you feel happy or warm or calm. So you can research that if you wanted to paint a room in your house one of these colors to help you, or a wall to help you, or even just your bedspread could be that color, pillows could be that color, little accents everywhere. I prefer white, just like I said, it's just clean and simple to me. All right, and number 5 is to find your voice. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to tell somebody you don't want to do something if it's going to make you uncomfortable. Don't be afraid to cancel plans if you don't feel well to go out and you don't want to be in public. And don't be afraid to suggest an alternative if you do want to see somebody. Maybe they can come to your house and you guys can watch a movie instead of going out to that loud dinner place that you had planned to go to. So definitely don't be afraid to say something. I think that it helps everybody if you're just open and honest about it, instead of, a lot of times I feel like I don't really want to tell people I have anxiety and that's why I don't feel like going out. But it's just better if you just say like, hey, I've been anxious all day, I don't feel like being out in public. Do you want to just come over to my house and hang out? And most people are super kind about that, because I think everybody has experienced some sort of anxiety in their life, whether it's before you're giving a speech on stage at school or before you're taking your driver's test or whatever it is. We've all felt that anxiety, and some people just feel it a lot more often and in normal daily situations than other people do. All right, and that leads me into number 6, which is to simplify your schedule. So cancel unnecessary appointments. Don't fill up your week every single week. Don't schedule work back to back to back. Don't schedule hangouts with people back to back to back. Try to give yourself time, especially if you know you're a kind of person who needs alone time and needs to like refresh and restore after being around people. Make sure you give yourself that time, because over time, if you just keep going, the anxiety is going to just build up and build up until a point where you're going to have to cancel on somebody or cancel on a big event or not make it to something that you really want to do. So start simplifying your schedule now so that you do not run into that problem in the future. All right, so number 7 is to treat yourself to a service. So if you've done everything you think you can do, or you don't feel like sitting in your room reading a book, then go get a massage. Yes, it's a little expensive, but taking care of yourself in the long run is one of the best things that you can do. So you can get an introductory massage at a place you've never been, and that's always going to be a lot cheaper, unless you're more comfortable with having a massage done by somebody you already have been with. Then do that, or get a manicure, a pedicure, go to a movie by yourself. Anything that you feel like would make you feel better or take your mind off of whatever is stressing you out or causing anxiety, and also just to give yourself you time and take care of yourself. All right, and number 8 is to figure out your external triggers. So I'll tell you a few of mine. Mine can be flashing lights, a loud restaurant or environment. Especially one of my least favorite places to be is a restaurant that has a lot of TVs in it, like a sports bar, because the music's usually loud, there's usually a lot of people talking, and the TVs, there's all different TVs going off, and that just, I just can't handle that. I'll get extremely dizzy. I just feel really sick and weak and horrible, and oftentimes I don't realize that I'm getting anxious until I walk out of the place and I just feel like a weight lifted. I feel so much better. So I try to think of those things before going somewhere. It doesn't always work, and sometimes I don't always react to that. So I could go into a sports bar and be totally fine, and then the next day or an hour later go into a different one and not be okay with it. So try to notice whether it's external or something in your house that triggers you. Pay attention to that and see if you can pinpoint those and get those out of your life. All right, and number 9 is to talk to a friend. Sometimes just sitting and chatting with somebody, taking your mind off of it, asking them how their day was, what's new with them, just to get your mind off of the anxiety can help and work wonders. It's also nice to talk to somebody who you have been friends with for a long time and they know you, or you are familiar with them and you're comfortable talking to them. That can just help ease your mind, get your mind off of the anxiety, because sometimes we just need to like move our mind from how we feel and how anxious we are to something else, and then sometimes that's all it takes to get rid of the anxiety. All right, and number 10 is to try to pay attention when your anxiety happens. This is mostly for ladies. Like, try to pay attention to what time of the month you're having anxiety, because it can totally be linked up to your hormones. I have anxiety in the middle of the month, and then I'll have anxiety right before I'm supposed to start, and I don't always connect the two. And your hormones can change every month. They can fluctuate a little bit here and there. So if you are a lady, definitely start paying attention to that, and if you notice that it comes every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks or every 4 weeks, if you notice a trend that way. Alright guys, well, I hope that this video helps you. Let me know in the comments some of your tips to reduce anxiety, and also if you have any other questions about anxiety or anything like that, leave them in the comments below. I can make more videos on it if you are interested. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up because that really helps me out. I hope you guys all have an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!